Hello, my beautiful bumblebees. After letting my pole marinate for a good while, because it takes a while for more than a few people to respond to it, I am going to start a stan series. I just kind of read this prologue of one, and it looks good, and I think there might be a second book to it, so I think you guys will really enjoy it. But anyway, I will actually start reading. So I love you guys so much, and let's get on to the video. Enjoy. It was a Friday night in October. It was the night after we showed up to this freezing mountain town, and my parents were making me go to a high school football game in some lame attempt to get me to make friends before I started school on Monday. But I didn't want to make friends. I had friends, and now I was stuck in the freezing cold. However, my attempts to get out of it were completely useless. As I slid my jeans on, I threw on a hoodie and my shoes before I made my way downstairs, avoiding my mother. I grabbed my coat and made my way out the front door, but only to be hit with a gust of freezing wind. Nope. I instantly turned back to the house to complain. Mom, it's way too cold to go sit at some stupid game. Just put on a hat and gloves, my mother called back, completely ignoring my complaints. Why can't I just stay home and unpack? I asked. You have all weekend to unpack. Go make friends, she told me. I have friends, I mumbled under my breath. What was that? She asked. I let out a sigh. Nothing. My mother made her way out of the kitchen, holding a smug smile. Good. Now go. Here, take this. She handed me a 20, which I gladly took before making my way to the football field in town. I used the maps on my phone, but judging by the size of the town, I was pretty sure I could have gotten there myself. Once I was there, I made my way through the group of people. I found different kids my age there and sat near them, not close enough to actually talk to anyone, but there was plenty of people talking and staring. I managed to sit through the awkward stares during the first quarter, but I couldn't take it much more. Mom did give me money. I could run to the concessions, but maybe even find a different place to sit. I let out a sigh of defeat before making my way to concessions. However, when I got my food, the second quarter had started. And even though South Park was losing to Middle Park, the boys started the second quarter with a touchdown. Baby, we're late, one of the cheerleaders shouted to one of the other cheerleaders by the bathroom. I'm coming, the blonde cheerleader replies. No, baby, Stan just scored, the brunette whined. She pushed through the crowd of people, knocking into me. In the process, she also knocked my soda out of my hands as well. To think, I was pissed before. I wanted to chew her out, but she was already gone with her friend. Instead, I took a deep breath and decided to head home. However, I was unaware of a certain pair of blue eyes following me to my car. Chapter 1. I glanced at my phone one last time. It was 7:45, and that meant I had to go to school. I let out a small groan and grabbed my backpack. When I got downstairs, I went to the kitchen and grabbed a granola bar to eat on the way. I said bye to my mom before heading to school. Here goes nothing. When I got to the school parking lot, I sat in my car for a few minutes, trying to convince myself that it wasn't going to be that bad. But I couldn't help but remember that I'm the new girl in a small town, and small towns could be ruthless. I walked into school holding my breath. I had no idea where I was supposed to be going. My hopes were just to keep my head down and go undetected. However, that didn't go nearly as planned. I instantly felt an arm drape around my shoulder. It's not every day we see such a babe walk into the school. What's your name, cutie? A nasally voice asked me. I looked over to see a tall, broad male with shaggy hair. He was cute. His cologne reeked of douchebag. You really need to work on your openers. I rolled my eyes at him before walking away. I didn't dare look back. I heard him sniffling like he was about to cry, but I couldn't waste my time with that. I need to find the office and get my class schedule. I continued down the hall. I passed a group of boys, each of them staring at me. The first one wore an orange parka and looked at me like a piece of meat, reminding me of that guy that I had just ran into. The second guy was heavier set and mumbled something about me under his breath to his friend. The third wore a green hat with red curls peeking under it. It seemed like the only one suitable guy that I had seen here, and the last guy really caught my attention, and my eyes met with his number one. I felt a smile on my face as our eyes meet, but the smile quickly faded as I saw the same loud cheerleader at the game. She walked straight our way and smiled at her smile on her face, and her friends followed behind her. "Hey, you must be the new girl," she said cheerfully. "I'm Wendy, captain of the volleyball team and cheer squad. I'm a junior class president. I hope, well, I hope we'll just be the best of friends." Is she serious right now? I plastered the fakest smile back to her, and the fakest smile to her. "Hi, I'm YN. I think you ran into me at the game," made me drop my soda. "Oh my god, you should have said something. We could have met back then." She replied, keeping her bright smile. She's being serious. "Yeah, totally. Where are you going? I'd be happy to show you," she offered. "I need to go to the office," I told her. "The office?" I answered plainly. "Huh?" "I need to go to the office," I told her. "The office?" I answered plainly. "Oh, follow me," she said enthusiastically. I was going to tell her it was okay, I would find it, but she already locked her arm with mine and was dragging me down the hall. Chapter 2. The counselor showed me to all of my classes when he gave me a brief tour of the school. I had honestly lost track by the third room that he had showed me. He wasn't even going in order of the classes, making it even harder. Finally, he took me to my first period, Algebra 2. When I walked in, everyone instantly stared at me as if they had never seen a new student before. Then the counselor handed a slip of paper to the teacher. I took a seat in one of the empty desks in the back. I tried not to make eye contact with anyone, but Wendy made that hard when she started waving to me. I gave her a head nod in return, quietly taking my seat. "Okay, class, this is Listener. Everyone say hi," the teacher said, getting chatters around the room to quiet down. The class gave an unamused welcoming, and I gave an unauthentic unenthusiastic wave back. "Okay, Miss Ellen. Currently, we are working on packets with partners. Stan, since Craig decided to not show up, would you mind working with YN?" the teacher suggested. The raven-haired boy's eyes started between the teacher and me before he instantly shot up and bolted out of the room. Clutching his stomach, I looked around the room very confused, and I glanced to Wendy, who was giving me a death glare. What the fuck did I do? Then the boy in the green hat looked rather worried about the situation. "Miss Davis, can I go check on him?" "Yeah, go ahead, Kyle," the teacher told him. Stan's POV. I was still hovering over the toilet, flushing down the rest of my breakfast when I heard Kyle come into the bathroom. "What the hell, man?" he asked. I slowly stood up and came out the stall to rinse my mouth. "I don't know, dude. Do you ever know how long it's been since you've thrown up for someone who isn't Wendy? Elementary school?" he informed me. Yeah, dude, I know, I snarled back at him. I don't know what happened. The new girl, she's... Stop it, he snapped at me. Think about how Wendy is feeling right now. I know, I spoke, not really knowing what was going on. I looked at Stan, who had a worried look. But he looked rather upset. I guess this was kind of a big deal. But we didn't need to make it one. Actually, it's really nothing. I just need to think for a little bit. Can you tell Wendy I have the stomach flu? So she doesn't worry too much. I ask him. Yeah, man, just go to the office and go home. You really do look like shit. He told me. Thanks. I rolled my eyes before going straight to the office. Our POV. Since both the boys left, the teacher told me to work with Kyle, his partner Token. He didn't say much to me at all. We both sat in silence as we worked on the packets. Occasionally he would give me a weird look, but quickly averted his eye contact when I caught him. Is this how they treat all new students? After about 15 minutes, Kyle came back into the room and spoke to the teacher quickly. He then came over and sat with us. Hi, I smiled at him. He only gave me a simple nod before talking to Token, completely ignoring my presence. This place keeps on getting better and better. It's okay, girl. It's okay. Don't worry. You are not alone. Actually, you probably will be, but it's okay. Okay, so I thought the ad was over, but I guess it's not. Chapter 3. The bell rang, and I went to my next class, English. When I got there, the only spot open was next to Wendy. Hey, she smiled. What the fuck? Were you just glaring at me? Hey, I responded questionably. Here are my notes. You might need them, she said as she handed me a notebook. Thanks, I replied. The teacher came over and set a book on my desk, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Great. I came while they were in the middle of a book. The teacher started to go through the notes as I struggled to follow along. It wasn't long before I gave up. I spent the rest of the class not really talking to anyone. Wendy would try to talk to me, but I only gave her blunt, short answers. She was bipolar. But I ended up sitting next to her at lunch anyways. Boy, was that a bad idea. These girls consisted only of drama. Currently 2 girls named Bebe and Heidi were arguing, and it was intense. Shut the hell up, Heidi. Clyde would never cheat on me, Bebe glared. Last week after the game, he texted me wanting pics, Heidi explained. Clyde. Which one is Clyde? I look over to the boys' table to see if I could spot him. Oh, Clyde was the one who hit on me this morning, I asked. I accidentally blurted. Everyone at the table turned to me. What? Bebe asked, looking as if her eyes were going to pop out. Never mind, I shouldn't. You know what? Fuck you, she shouted, throwing her Diet Coke on me. What the fuck? I practically shouted at everyone in the lunchroom looking at our table. That's what you get for being a boyfriend stealer, she smiled smugly. You can keep your boyfriend and his STDs, I shouted enraged. I grabbed my bag and stomped out of the lunchroom to go to the bathroom to clean myself up. Once I was alone, I felt tears streaming down my face. I hate this. I hate everything. Why did we have to move? I liked my old school. I liked my old friends. I liked my own life. I cried. Out of nowhere, I felt someone wrap their arms around me. It's okay. Don't let Bebe get to you, the unknown person said, pulling away. I'm Nicole. She was a lot different from the other girls. She didn't ooze bitch. Thanks. I'm listener. I introduced myself awkwardly. Here, put this on. She handed me her jacket. Thank you so much, I replied, those words being the only ones I said all day that didn't have sarcasm. I slid off my wet shirt and put her jacket on. Don't mind the other girls. They will soften up. It's just right now you are a threat, Nicole explained. Threat? I questioned. Yeah, a pretty girl like you shows up for all the guys. You look like a shiny new toy to play with, she answered. But some of the guys are giving me the cold shoulder too, I complained. Now that's a new one. The guys in the school beg for attention. She laughed. You'll see her. I gave her a smile as the bell rang. We better get to class. Where are you going? She asked. History. I responded. Oh, same. Let's go, she said, leading me out the bathroom. Finally, someone I could actually talk to. Chapter 4. Wendy, honey, are you okay? Kyle said. You went home sick. Me. Yeah, I'm doing better. I should be back to school by tomorrow. Wendy, do you want me to come over and take care of you? Winky face. Me. Nah, it's okay. My mom is doing a pretty good job at the moment. Wendy, why don't I come over and give her a break? Me. Nah, I don't want to get you sick. Wendy. Stan, I won't get sick. Let me come over. Me. Can't. Mom said no one can come over when I'm sick. Wendy. Fine. Whatever. I didn't respond to that text. I had too much on my mind. I was pretty anxious that she was pissed. I need to fix the more important problem. Listener. Just the thought of her makes me... I quickly grabbed my vomit bucket. God damn it. Time skip. I walked into school and Wendy quickly tackled me. She gave me a peck on my lips. That's weird. She commented, What? I asked. You didn't throw up? She stated, my shipment of stomach medicine came in. I lied since it didn't come in for another week. She didn't look convinced, but shrugged it off. I spotted Kyle, Token, and Candy down the hall. I'm going to talk to Kyle, I told her. Okay, see you later. She waved sadly. I walked over to Kyle. Hey, dude. Hey. He responded. I nodded to Token and Kenny, who responded with the same. Soon, Nicole came over to see Token with YN. Following her, and my stomach started to turn. YN's POV, I smiled and waved at the guys as Stan pushed past me to hold his mouth again, holding his mouth again and stomach. I looked at Nicole for answers, and she looked as shocked as me. Why does he keep doing that? Am I that repulsive? I snapped. Tolkien looked to Kyle. Dude, you're gonna tell her. I can't, Stan. Will kill me, Kyle admitted. I gave him a sad look. It's fine. I don't really care anyways. Kyle had a guilty look on his face. Fine. I'll tell you, but not here. I don't want him coming around the corner and hearing me. Kyle grabbed my arm and dragged me down the hall. I wasn't sure how far we were going until he took a sharp turn into the janitor's closet. Man, did it stink. This seems sketchy, I commented. Shut up. Do you want to know or not? He questioned in a threatening manner. I quickly closed my mouth before any more comments came out. Good. Chapter 5. Stan isn't normal, Kyle admitted. When he sees a girl he's attracted to, he gets the urge. I started to blush. I'm not having this conversation with you. Wait, I worded that weird. He gets nervous around girls he likes. He tends to throw up. Just ask his girlfriend. Wait, no, don't ask Wendy. That's drama waiting to happen. That's a real turn on, I mumbled sarcastically. If he has a girlfriend, then why is he crushing on me? I asked. You see, that's the problem. Stan has gotten so much better about the throwing up thing, and you show up and puts him right back at the beginning. He can't help it. That's why I need you to stay away from him. Wendy and him have been together for a long time. How long is a long time? I interrupted. Kyle answered, elementary school. I felt an evil smirk form, and I quickly hid it. What if I like Stan? I asked. That's easy. Just don't, Kyle bluntly answered. What do I get for not liking him? I teased. Well, Wendy won't kill you. He laughed. She doesn't scare me, I responded. And you don't want to be a boyfriend-stealing whore, he added. I laughed, probably louder than I should have. If you ask Bebe, I already am. He gave me a pleading look. I sighed. If it means that much to you. He gave me a smile. You won't regret it. Or will I? We left the closet in hopes that we weren't seen, but boy, were we wrong. The rumors didn't spread to me until third period when Nicole asked me about it. "So, you and Kyle?" she asked. "What?" I questioned. "I heard you and Kyle were in the janitor's closet." Nicole answered. "What do you mean?" I asked, still a little confused. "Bebe said you and Kyle left the janitor's closet with a guilty look on your face," Nicole explained. My eyes widened. "I mean, I won't judge you, but everyone else—" "Wait, why would they judge me?" I asked. "Well, Clyde hit on you, so Baby spread that around like wildfire. Now you're chilling in the janitor's closet with Kyle. It makes you seem like a slut," she admitted sheepishly. "No, there is no way in hell that I started my life at a new school and automatically get labeled as a school whore. No, that's not what was happening. Kyle was just telling me about that thing about Stan," I explained. "I believe you, and good luck getting the rest of the school to believe that," she told me. I signed, going back to my worksheet. Time skip. I grabbed my lunch tray and someone bumped into me. "Watch it," I snapped. "Sorry, listener. I was hoping we could meet up later," a muffled voice asked. Nicole said that he was Kenny? What? I give him a questioning look. "I was thinking the janitor closet, maybe," he smirked. I felt rage built up in me. "Oh, why don't you go fuck yourself?" "So I'm gonna assume that only Kyle gets that special treatment," other boys butted in. He had a monotone voice with ocean blue eyes. I believed that one was correct. Tucker. "Guys, leave her alone," Kyle joined in. "Oh, he coming to save your girlfriend," the monotone one asked. "She must have really given you a treat," Kenny laughed. I felt myself on the verge of tears. I shoved my tray into Kyle. "This is your fault," I stormed out before I broke down. "I didn't even want to come here in the first place. Fuck everything." I planned to leave the school until someone grabbed my arm. "Listener, wait," Kyle pleaded. "What do you want?" I violently whipped around to face him. "I'm sorry. This is my fault. I should have never meddled. I'm trying to be a good friend. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have picked the janitor's closet." He apologized. I looked at his jacket. He had my taco all over it. I let out a light laugh. "I'm sorry for getting my lunch all over you." "No, it was I instantly hugged him. "What? Thank you," I confessed. "You stood up for me." Kyle shrugged. "It was really nothing." We awkwardly stood there in silence, Kyle continuously looking at the ground and glanced at me every once in a while. Finally he spoke. You are really pretty." I could feel my face heat up. "I wouldn't mind being your boyfriend if you wouldn't mind being my girlfriend," he said in a questioning manner. "Is this your way of asking me out?" I asked. "That depends," he said. "On what?" I questioned. "Your answer." Okay, so that's gonna be it. Specifically, because we're already... That was an odd, but okay. Specifically because we're already at 23 minutes and my phone's gonna die, and that's what I read fanfics off of. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of this new series. So I hope you guys do like this. I hope this is what I hope you guys are excited for this new series. If you're not, I will probably finish it and then won't do the second part because I'm pretty sure there is a second book for it. But I hope you guys have eaten, drinking water, and if you need to take meds, please take them. Have a good afternoon, night, and morning, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!